please help me welcome distinguished Toastmaster Cliff Suttle.
Wow, this guy's good. That looks like another whitewash evaluation for me. Who's been there? Who's lying? Face it, I hear all the time, the one thing people are worried about when you give evaluations is they won't think of anything to say. I just get up there and babble for 2 or 3 minutes and sit down. There's always something to say. I've been in the speaking biz for a long time, both in Toastmasters and professionally, and I have never seen the perfect speech. One of my favorite speeches of all time is Darren LaCroix's 2001 World Championship speech. If you have not seen it, try to get a copy because that speech is awesome. Is it perfect? No. And Darren, who's a friend of mine, is the first person to admit it. There's still things that could be improved. But how do you find them? Now, as Vera was saying, evaluation is really important, right? I think it's one of the most important things we do. Definitely. And I could talk about this for hours. I mean, let's face it, I'm a DTM. I can talk about anything for hours. But I only got 20 minutes. So this is going to come fast and furious. How many people here are thinking about getting into the evaluation contest? How many people should be thinking about getting into the evaluation? How many people are still lying? A great evaluation is a great evaluation, whether it's in the contest or it's not. So what I'm going to tell you is going to be good for your club. It's going to be good for your contest. Now let's talk about right away some things you shouldn't do. Before I get started on that, one more story. You mentioned I won the district contest, 2007. That was the year. And they always try to get good test speakers for the district. Guess who our test speaker was? The Ohio District International Champion. Was that a good speech? What do you think? Yeah. We had 8 contestants. Out of 8 contestants, 5 of them found nothing to say that was constructive. They were just, wasn't that wonderful? Well, we all saw it. We knew it was wonderful. 3 actually had something constructive to say, and I was the only one that had something major to say. That's why I won. Was I the best evaluator there? I don't know. Who cares? I gave him something he could use. I want to try to give you things to look for when you're doing an evaluation, either in a club or in a contest. Now let's talk about something you should not do. And I mean never, never do. I see evaluations like this and I start clawing my skin. You want to see the marks? Don't retell the speech. We just saw it. You know? Wow! In high school you did that and that and that, and then you went to college and did this and this. We just heard them. If you want to do that, be a political commentator on the news. Don't give your opinion. You're not evaluating what you think of the cause. Some really heavy-set, Republican comes out there and just blasts Obama. You don't need to get up there and defend the guy. Other people have their own thoughts. That's not what you're evaluating. You're evaluating how they did it. Because if that person got up and gave that same speech at the National Republican Convention, that's going to be a great speech, right? Now, if he does it at the National Democrat Convention, he's probably going to get stoned, but Don't add content. It's their content. Oh, that sounds, what story was so nice about your little dog? I had a beagle when I was a kid. His name was Spot. Don't add content to their speech. You're evaluating what they did. Don't talk about prior speeches. If you've seen them do stuff before, it doesn't matter. You're evaluating this speech. Not to mention, if you have guests in the room, that really confuses them. If you're talking about speeches they haven't seen. Never do these things. Now, let's talk about what you can do. You've just seen that great speech, and come on, if you're doing contests, the good speeches start coming right around the area level, right? And then as they get up, the speeches get better and better and better. And then you get to that district level, and you get the district champ. Ouch. I remember sitting there in my chair when they called his name, I went, whoa, this is going to be tricky. But it wasn't, because I followed the rules. Would you like to know what the rules are?
Yeah.
I usually take the first 2 minutes of their speech and I look for technicals. These are things that basically are just practice, just getting it right. No ahs, no ums is a technical. That's an easy one to spot though, right? If someone's standing there going, that's easy. Let's talk about the list. First thing I look for is the use of their hands. How do they use their hands? Notice how I got my hands right now. Where are they? Now, if I need to make a minor point, I will bring up one hand and I will make a minor point. If I really want to make emphasis, I'll use two hand gestures. Now, if you see somebody doing this correctly, that's the way they should do it. Their hands should mainly be down here. When you put your hands here, it's a barrier between you and your audience. If you see somebody doing that, that's the first thing you should do. Put an evaluation barrier between you and your audience. I won't tell them about that. If they're doing this all the time, now what's the problem with this all the time? It's like the drummer in a rock band that the first thing he does is crash on the cymbal. Where do you go from loud? You don't go anywhere from loud. That's why minor points, major points. And here's a little one. I wasn't going to throw this in. But I always look for people who use the right hand as they walk. They use this hand when they're walking in this direction, and they use that hand when they're walking in this direction. I'm here to laugh. What happens when I use this hand? Barrier. Yeah, now I'm using a barrier, but a lot of times it's in front of my face. The simple things to look for, but if you bring them up all the time, everybody in your club gets it, and they get better. Eye contact. Now, we all know good eye contact. But what is good eye contact? Now, we all know if someone's just doing their speech there, that's really lousy eye contact. That's easy. But is this good eye contact?
No.
No, because I'm darting. Do any of you feel connected to it?
No.
How many times have I taken a good look at you, though? Today? Right here. Okay. I will pick somebody out of the crowd and make a connection with them. Make a physical connection with them. Spot somebody. Right here, looking at this gentleman right here. I'm looking right at her. Don't you feel connected to you right now? Plus, look for the person to make a point to one person. If I'm really going to make a point, I'm going to look at Tim. I'm really going to make a point. I'm going to look right at Tim when I make this point. And this actually makes it better for everybody. Because you see his head nodding his head? When he nods his head, everyone else in the group goes, oh, yeah. Tim nods his head, he must be right. The one that you can spot right away, and this is my telltale sign. This is I'm giving you guys an inside secret. Is if the person is looking down here, they're scanning their memories. If they're looking up here, they're thinking of something new. So if they're looking down here, they're over-prepared. And if they're looking up here, they're not prepared at all. And people wonder how I know that. I will literally get up in an evaluation and go, "You didn't write this speech out, did you?" And the person will go, "No, how'd you know?" "Because you're staring at the ceiling." It's not written up there. This is actually an NLP thing. It's called Neuro-Linguistics Programming. It was created by a couple of German psychiatrists back in the 1970s. Very cool. And if you're looking down and the eyes are darting around, you're thinking of old stuff. If you're looking up, you're thinking of new stuff. That's how I know. Try using that in your contest evaluation and watch all the judges go, "Well, that was cool." Movement. We all know that staying here 1+ spot's not very good, right? How about this? And then what I did is I went to college. And when I got to college, this is the cage target approach. Every once in a while, I turn and growl. Too much movement. Watch for them to use their entire area. It's very good for me. Now, I'm not going to go any farther than the podium because I'm taking today. And I recommend that everybody take today. Or take their speeches all the time and review them. I review mine all the time. Because I know none of my speeches are perfect either. But see, so usually I would go right to Vera so I could really connect. Or right up to Donna so I really connect. I want to get out to that space. But if you're just here and you're only going about this far, these people feel really connected to, and none of those people do. And here's another one of the inside tips. Walk with purpose. What I mean by that is when I make a really good point, when I want something to really stick, I find my target, this gentleman right here in the back, eating his pen. And I walk to him. And then I make my point. I see how well that sticks. Now when I'm just doing transition, that's when I move. Now I pick out my next point, my next person, gentleman right back there in the brown coat. And I'm going to make my point. You see how that really affects you this way? As I move to you. See how I'm moving with purpose? Most people would think we just meander around for no reason. Now, once you've gone through the technicals, oh, one more. Posture. Posture. That's always a good thing to comment on.